You're listening to the No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers.
What? Man said Bon Gerard. Is it
The No Tekkers podcast.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
Episode 69, the No Tekkers podcast. I'm your host, Brez. I got my co-host here, Chief.
Bun the stats.
AKA Mr. Bond the Stats. No Faz today, but yeah, we move. And we got a special guest guests plural in the building. We've got representatives of Hampton. Is it Hampton United?
Hampton United, yeah.
Hampton United out of the Oakbourne Coronation Prem. So we got the gaffer Clarkey.
What's going on?
We got Leo. You are the
captain.
Capo. And then we got Tommy.
The enforcer.
Big old
The muscle.
Welcome, boys. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
How you guys feeling, man? How you been?
All good. It was a weird change not having a game yesterday, but it was quite nice staying in bed and not washing kits, to be honest.
Okay. Well, before we get into like the results and how the season's going, let's start with how did Hampton United begin?
How did we get?
I'm gonna say you're the youngest gaffer in the league.
Yep, facts.
And
how old are you, sorry?
24.
Yeah.
No, really?
24.
14.
Nah, I'll get it off everyone, man.
He's still getting ID.
Oh man, it's horrible. I have to take my passport out as well. It's horrible.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, so yeah, talk me through how Hampton United came to be as a team, and how did you get the gaffer spot?
It's a weird one because we started Hampton about 3 years ago. Me and like one of my best mates, Matty Mayo, we wanted to play Sunday football again. Like we did used to have a team, our own team before that, about a year or two, called Chadwick End, but it was a proper shit show. Like we lasted half a season. We had 4 games abandoned for scraps. And bearing in mind that we were 17-year-old lads in first season in open age. And it was horrible.
Scrapping
like
big men.
Scrapping big men.
Yeah.
And then like the one game when we were getting assessed by the FA, our goalkeeper, shout him out, Hayden Porter, when their striker scores, he goes to get the ball out of the net. Hayden just pushes him and then throws a dig, and then it just hits the fan. So we were out of Sunday League football for a while. Learnt our lesson, obviously. And then Matty was just playing Sunday for Hampton. He just knew someone through work. And then he got me and Leo to start playing. And then they were going to fold, innit? So Matty was like, yo, Jake, why don't we just take it over?
Yeah.
Like, we've been wanting to do it. Why don't we? And we were only like 21, innit? We were thinking, yeah, why not? So yeah, we took it over. The old gaffer, he's now our sponsor, Barry Cross. He's still got a lot of involvement with the club. And
Is he the one that owns the ground?
He's part of like the committee, innit?
Yeah,
and he's part of the league committee as well.
Got to shout out Big Baz.
Yeah.
He does a lot of favours for us. And,
Yeah, we love him to
even
bits, man.
To touch on last year, especially. Luckily, we managed to win.
Yeah.
The league for us, and he's like he's been involved with Hampton times CS to win a league was buzzing for all of us. To see
If he won the champ, didn't he?
Yeah. So like he's there with us handing out the trophies and the medals. You just tell he's buzzing. So proper nice.
Okay.
But yeah, like our first season was it was the weird one, you know, the one that got cut short because of COVID.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were only just about getting our foot in the door with it. Signed some good players. Luckily, we've all been good mates, like good bunch since we were young. Like me and Matty played with a lot of lads when we were younger because we played in decent Sunday teams.
Yeah.
So we've all grew up together basically. So we got all the boys back, like we got the band back together. Had that weird first season cut short, and then the second season it was pre-season. Started early, like it was an early pre-season because it was just getting back from COVID.
Yeah.
Everyone was bang up for it.
Yeah.
So we're like, lads, let's take it seriously and let's do something.
Yeah.
We had a great start to the season. I think we won like our first 4. think we drew one after that. And like we were starting to think, you know what, lads, we can do this. Like, we can actually do this. Started taking it seriously, getting to the ground at 9:30 instead of nick of 10 o'clock. Yeah, and then we went on, carried on, winning games. I think we lost one game throughout the season. This was in the championship. Managed to win it, and what was good about it was we'd already won the league before the last game of the season. So the last game of the season, we was chilling. We had trophy already at the ground, and that cameramen come down. It's class. And then obviously this season has been a big wake up call.
Different gravy, innit?
Yeah, it's different gravy, but we wanted this.
Yeah.
We're young lads, but we're not bothered who we play. We just want to play. We want to. We'd rather, like, we're winning games like fucking 8, 9, 10-0 in that championship season. Yeah. And the lads are like, yeah, it's nice, but it's not proper football.
You want it to be competitive.
Yeah. We wanted to, like, play proper football. We wanted to not look like, you know what I mean? We
want to beat good teams.
Yeah, we want to beat good teams. We want to have that good feeling again.
Yeah.
But obviously, this season, like I said, it's been a wake-up call. Some players left, can't commit to the Saturday and Sundays. Fair enough. Still mates with them. Some lads come back. Proper struggled with numbers throughout this season, which has been weird for us. Because like in our title winning season, I think we had the same 16 probably every game for the whole season. Maybe
so good when you're winning, innit?
Yeah.
Like you say, that's the thing. I think that was the one element for us. Like when you're playing, I don't want to say easy games because it's championship was still a decent level. There's a couple of teams, but lads are willing to come and know that they can sort of roll out of bed and come and play, and it's going to be not a walk in the park. And then when you're playing against your tougher teams that are physical and it's a battle for 90 minutes, and it's just the lads that are maybe a 50-50 committed, then you notice they start to dwindle off. And then that's where, to be fair to Clarkey and Mayo obviously as well, it's involved. Like from when we started at Hampton, like me and Jake played one of the first games for the team and Barry was still managing it, and it was like, it was a weird one. Like we like just under different names. I don't know if we're saying that. Then able to come on and, like, to where they've got the team now. Like me and Jake were up front at one point. We're definitely not strikers. To where we've got it now, and it's like that I think the lads understand that as a challenger, like you say, it's about playing teams that are decent and battling with them. So try to hold our own this year, and I think that's the one thing for Clarkey. It's important that we graph for him and try and match it up with them.
It's fair as well. The second half of the season, obviously, with the step up, like you say, we've had players come back. Yeah. Because we are such a close group, they're working hard for us. Like the players that you'd say are quality players, they've started to come back, be a part of the team week in, week out, and we're starting to be more competitive in the league now. Still, obviously not doing as well as we'd like to, but I think a few years' time, if we keep this group together, we'll hopefully be competing.
So at the start of the season, what was the target? What was the...
Stay up. Like, just... stay up, be competitive. Like you've got to look at it realistically. Yeah. Like lads want to win. They want to win every game they play. But I said, look, boys, we're going up. It's a step up. Let's just prove that we belong here. Yeah. Let's just show these teams you can't just come to Hampton and roll us over. Yeah. That was the main target. And in a way, I think we're doing it. Then? Yeah, I think we're doing it.
Yeah, top 6 at the minute. I mean,
and if like it should have been out of 12. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was one thing. I heard a lot of teams moaning like, "Oh, we've had points deducted," and saying other teams haven't. But if we played them, we would have beat them as well. So like, it's sort of irrelevant. That was my opinion on it. Anyway, like I heard a lot of teams saying, "Oh yeah, it's a shame these teams dropped out because we've lost points. It's us up in the league." Yeah, fair enough, but we would have beaten them anyway.
Apologies for the language, by the way.
Sorry.
Well, I think more so the effort was made to travel to these teams, get out your bed on a Sunday, play them. Some players probably got injured. Money back. Bro, something, you get what I'm saying? Like, some players have scored goals.
Subs.
You know what I mean?
The Golden Boot race.
Yeah, goals have been scored, and you know what I mean? Like, just the effort, and then for that to all go down the drain. Well,
I get that.
Especially like with Glades going down to Championship.
So you're talking from a personal...
Yeah, 100%. I was wounded, bro. I had the goal of the season, me.
That was a weird one, because obviously going down a step or when the season started didn't make sense to me. It was a shame. I don't know what the other teams. Linden
Linden
and Coronation.
Coronation Star.
Obviously, we didn't play them, so I don't know what they were like. But you never want to see teams fold.
Yeah.
So obviously, from a manager's point of view, you know how much graft goes in for it. You know how much effort goes in, and your own money as well.
Yeah.
So to see a team fold, it's a shame. But it's just a shame for the rest of us. It's like now we've got 2 league games left. And we could be done by Feb. Do you know what I mean? I know they've got things in the pipe work going on, but
it's been one of them as well where I think for everybody that is involved in this league before it started, it was a merger of two. Some of like Birmingham's best teams coming together and wanted to be involved in that top division, and who really knew what it was actually. You know, teams like Power, Galacticos. You know, we never even played like ballers and stuff like Highgate. We had a good understanding of, but there's fresh teams. You know, teams you never played against. So it's a little bit of that for a start. Probably them figuring it out will take a little while.
I think the first season was always going to be like a work in progress.
It was hard for the league.
So next season when it should really kind of take shape and you kind of know what's what.
Cool.
And obviously have at least, what was it, 12, 14?
14, I think.
14 teams solid that actually want to be in the Prem and stay in the Prem. So won't fold after 2 games or drop down to Championship or whatever. Have 14 competitive teams, and then whoever wins that can really say, yeah, we're the best in Prem.
Is that what they want to go for? 14.
That's the talk at the minute,
yeah.
So.
Braz will be up front for Hampton as well.
my client's not answering any questions at the end of the season.
I'm just focused on taking some time away from the game. Remember Jordan in '93. Okay, cool. So obviously this season, credit where credit's due. You guys have held your own. Currently sitting in 6th. How have you played 14 games?
That's a good question.
Best pitch in the league?
Apart from Beacon.
But that hump you've got on the wing.
Yeah, but that's only because we've moved the pitch over a bit. But we've had to move the pitch over so we get... Because the bottom end by the dugouts gets boggy.
Okay.
But manager talking now.
I'd say
Does it all?
bar Beacon is the best.
I'm not
Obviously-
a fan of Astro.
And it's the longest as well. I'd say the longest pitch, mate. Running the wings on that is horrible.
Highgate are on that 4G, and obviously that's nice.
3G.
3G. It's a nice privilege
2G.
to play on something like that.
Yeah, that's.
So who would you say is the best team you've played so far? Have you played other teams yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
played
definitely.
everyone.
Okay. Alright, 2 games left. Same team twice.
I'd say the game where we got like rolled over was when we played Beacon at home. Like that seemed like a game where it was men against boys proper.
Yeah.
Was there any particular players that stood out, or was it just a team effort?
Team effort. I like that Beacon centre half. That Bowser, he's a good player. But Ballers last week, I think they're probably, when you look at the players they've got, I think they're probably the best team.
Okay. So are you tipping them to win the league then?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because you was winning 2-0 against Highgate a few weeks ago.
Mm.
And you drew 2-2 in the end.
Yeah.
Highgate have been labelled as the best footballing team.
You got to give
this
them
league.
credit.
Yeah,
They play nice football.
Yeah.
They're, I think, are probably a team that not necessarily similar in terms of a young group of lads, but unfair play to them. They try and play football like the right way. Some of the players in their team, like they're decent players. I think it's one of those where we've actually had a couple of games against Highgate. We've beaten them before. Tommy will actually be able to shout you out. Like it was either last season or when we.
It's when it was that weird President's Cup.
Okay. Are you guys wearing that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're teams that they are decent. I think it's difficult though, especially when you're coming up against proper men that are just battling and lads. Some lads love a Sunday, don't they? Like proper love a Sunday. So it's going to be tight at the top of that race, most definitely. But I think it's.
Who are you tipping then to win it?
It's tight right now.
See,
I'd say top 4.
With Beacon losing against Highgate, that's that.
Yeah.
I still say I think Beacon probably maybe go over the line. First.
What are you saying, Tommy?
Highgate for me.
Okay.
No one wants to hear that, though, do they?
I say Ballers.
So 3 different answers.
That proves it could just go down.
Mr. Media, what are you saying?
Go on, don't. We've said it.
Looking at it now, I'm gonna tip Ballers.
Oof. Okay.
How's it right now?
Because they've got 2 games on hand on VIP. Yeah. If they win them 2 games, they've got what? Who next? Ballers have got
Who's got the easier running at the three
I
team?
think Highgate, because they've got to play Galacticos twice.
Oh, Highgate won it. Yeah. I'm going Highgate.
They've got to play Galacticos twice, so unless Galacticos do an upset
Yeah.
or take some points, then that's kind of yeah.
Playing on that pitch, any result can happen, man.
Yeah, exactly. Should have seen it Sunday.
Except a Galacticos win.
That's not going to suit playing
But
football.
surely
like
they
that.
can't go the whole season without winning a game. 'Cause what, they're on 2 points?
Yeah, 2 draws.
Oh,
Ballers and they took the drew against the big boys, isn't it? Ballers and Beacon.
so surely they're going to win at least one game. But who will it be against?
Luckily, we're not going to play.
Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, so I mean, it is very close at the top, but we'll get into the Sunday League roundup. Your striker, what's his name?
Vinny.
Decent.
Yeah, I like Vin.
Decent.
He was
How many
the,
goals has he got this season?
He struggled this season with the goals.
I was just giving him
But-
credit.
Decent. Like last year, he's
But he was top scorer in the league last year.
Yeah.
This year's been a weird one for him though, because I haven't been playing him up front as much. He's been playing centre mid as well. Vin's just like,
So can you talk us through that decision to put your top goal scorer and best striker into centre mid?
because the goals were coming from elsewhere, and Vinny was sort of filling a void because we've had such a weird season. Players coming in, coming out. We've had a lot of games where we've had 11 on the day. Me being one of them.
Yeah.
Like that's
I'm
the Galacticos game.
unfit.
So what
Galacticos game.
positions does everyone play then? I know Big Tommy's a centre back that destroyed
yeah,
Brass.
I'm right back. Sometimes feeling like Gary Neville. We'll call it Gary Neville.
Steady
right
Eddie.
back. Yeah.
Keep it simple.
And Clarkey.
I'm a-
I'll say this for him. He'd play centre mid if he was to play, but he's like Roy Keane's son. He's just tackles and flying into people. But look,
I'm just here for the
Roy
tackles.
Keane's son.
Just love a 50-50.
I'm just here for the tackles.
For the bookings,
Fair play.
Yellow
Fair
card
play.
central over here.
Fair play.
So who would you say your star player is then?
As in, like, say if players were worth money, who would be worth the most?
Yeah,
Most
who's the
MVP.
marquee player?
Treg's our goalie. Say is our most valuable player. I think, and I'm quite.
Most
You the one that
valuable,
gave
most
the eyes?
important.
I think
I sent in the wrong.
I think he's one of the best keepers in the league.
One of the best or the best?
If not.
Nah, he's good.
If
He's
not the best.
He's good
if not
still.
the best.
Like,
Oh, okay.
you know, like the simple things. You say simple things like kicking. The
Yeah.
guys clearing how
The guys he
handles-
gets
Is
assists.
Edison in the Sunday League?
Yeah, he gets
Yeah.
assists.
He plays decent level on Saturday, but I'd probably say Will Simons is like a lad we play in the 10. He's got a bit. He's decent.
He's
And
the
then-
lottery player.
Did he play?
Yeah.
Did he play in that game that I played?
Yeah.
He would have played. He's
He's a young lad. He's mint.
Oh yeah,
And then,
yeah.
I'll put Raf in there as well. Raf's a big centre.
man, shout out Raf.
Next to Tommy.
Shout out Raf.
Shout
Okay.
out Raf.
Seeley as well.
Coming.
Yeah, Seeley.
George Seeley.
Since
He's been unlucky. Apologies for swearing. He's been unlucky with his injuries this
Warning this
year.
episode.
But I think he's a player who could play in any team in this league.
Yeah, like
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's like that. Yeah.
Where does he play? Is that Seeley?
George Seeley.
Is that the one I was on about before?
Nah, I think you're on about Sinton.
Oh, okay.
He's
okay.
class as well.
Yeah,
Got some good players. It's just getting your good players there every week, and it's like
yeah.
on paper, Sunday League teams on paper are so much better than what you see, and
Yeah, facts.
Like,
Big
Very
facts.
true. Galacticos, prime example.
yeah, you never
big,
play against
mate.
anyone's full strength team, do you?
On paper.
On paper, y'all are type
Whoa, not y'all anymore.
Well, why y'all was there? But now,
On paper, they were.
yeah, like start of the season,
Yeah.
I could see why
I mean, we had a
certain man
decent,
got excited.
yeah, we had a good result on the first day of the season. To be fair, so we played you lot's neighbours, Glades.
Glades.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much the
Was
same
that
pitch.
the 5-2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good result that was. And
You
then,
scored that game as well?
Nah, 2 assists though.
Oh, send them all.
Didn't
Bonus- bonus
count,
stats
did it?
Everything just disappeared, mate.
Yeah.
So
Horrible
Yeah.
that.
all that driving all the way up there. Okay, cool. Let's go into the. I mean, you haven't got beef with anyone, or
Nah, I'd say we've got to be the only team in the league who ain't got any beef with anyone, man. We ain't here for that.
yeah.
We just want to turn up, play football, and just have a good crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pub after.
I mean, you've won 4 games. I mean, 2 of them were Galacticos.
Touching on that, let's get into the challenge from
Yeah,
a certain
it's a good
certain
point.
centre back on a certain former Galactico.
Oh,
Dive.
mate.
I ain't seen a dive like that before.
Oh, what is it?
Mate.
Tom Daly thing.
Yeah, big
Listen,
time, man.
brother.
I've taken all the ball I have there.
We had a standing
Yeah,
ref.
I've got to say like.
Our
Is
assistant.
it, yeah, actually, it was your player.
He
He
felt
knew.
bad for you. That's what
Mate,
it was. 'cause
He absolutely cleaned up my ankle. The whole of
Don't lie,
my Achilles, mate.
the gaffer and his assistant on the side from Galacticos was like, "Oh my god, how has he give that?"
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad from my point of view. But I stuck it in the back of the onion bag. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. But yeah. It was a good game, to be fair. I think we were terrible, by the way. But
It's hard.
Shock.
It's hard to look good on that pitch.
yeah, we were terrible, man. Like, just the basics just wasn't... It was horrible. As I said, we only had 11 players. I think you guys had 11 players as well.
Now we had. I think we had some decent subs. To be fair, that day.
Did you?
Yeah.
I had a couple, but
Yeah, we had Sealy on the bench.
First
Okay.
game back, wasn't it?
just
Yeah.
bring a couple in, but it's
Yeah,
a couple lads that had
yeah.
been there for a while and then swung over.
But yeah, it was just... Yeah, everything about that game was... Yeah, that was my boiling point. So I just like, you know what?
It's difficult when you get on a bad run though, bro. So that's what
Yeah,
pull
I know.
back out
It's
of
not
that
just
and
the
it's,
results though, and it's if it's
Yeah,
obviously, I don't
you know, if we was
you know,
losing
you know,
by
from-
and actually like our players turning up and like we're giving it 110 and that starts at the top, then
yeah.
it's not that bad because then it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
stick this out because it's
Yeah.
just form.
Yeah, man are trying. We're just not good.
But
But we've got good players. We just get slapped.
brother,
Yeah. it's
yeah.
the
So yeah, I just decided to part ways after that game, and
You lost 7 players the week before, so didn't you? Your striker was telling me. The big boy up front.
Oh, Flicks, yeah, Flicks left.
Did he go as well?
Oh no, Holgate's yeah, Flicks left the week before.
And then Connor left.
Connor left the week before that. Joe.
Dollar
well,
left.
Joe came back. Dollar left a couple weeks before that.
Basically, all my clientele left.
Yeah, man. It's rough. It's rough.
Big
I mean, we still got some clients.
I couldn't have my associates there. It was bad for. It's bad for branding.
Yeah, no, therefore. But
It's like United, isn't it?
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
I mean, I'd go United the way they're paying, giving out big hefty contracts. But all right, cool. So let's talk about the Sunday League roundup then. There was only a couple games in the Prem, which were
Top of the league.
top of the league clash. Beacon versus Highgate. Fazza was there, so that's out on Sunday League settings Thursday 7:30.
You.
Highgate won 1-0. So it
apparently
seemed
there was a bag of chances for Highgate as well. Couple open goals missed, but catch the highlights on Sunday League settings.
okay. I mean, I expected that. I mean, that's a tight game. I didn't see based on the result. It looks like it was
Yeah.
like a close game. You hardly see any like 1-0s.
Nah, not on Sundays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not on Sundays.
Like a 1-0. Like what?
Score of 5-3.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then so yeah, that's a big result for Highgate,
Yeah. Shout out Justice though. I heard he done bits again.
taking them
He's
level on
class.
points.
Was that
Yeah.
Justice?
He's class. I'd put him in the top 3 in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
We won't get into that.
It was that Justice Campbell. Oh, sorry, no more.
So yeah, that brought them level on points with Highgate. With Beacon, and Beacon are just on top by goal difference. So,
Yeah, so
4
if they
goals.
did score them chances, the league would look a lot different.
How many games they got left?
4 is it?
4.
Yeah, 4.
Both
4
of them got
each.
4
both,
left,
yeah,
yeah.
both have got 4. And I
And
said
they
Highgate
shoot
got
out to the-
Galacticos.
Twice.
And
Twice
Ballers
out
got
of
5 games in it, but 3 points behind.
Yeah. So VIP. I mean,
So them Galacticos games,
they got 3
massive,
games left.
Yeah.
especially when it could come down to goal difference.
Very true. Very, very true. So that'll be interesting. The other game was Galacticos at home to Power relegation battle. The Super League Sunday at the bottom. So yeah, I was there. I filmed it.
Just media.
Yep.
Is that going to be on Sunday League settings as well?
That is also
Whew,
on
a
Sunday
double
League.
whammy,
so
yeah?
double
header.
whammy.
Top and
mate.
bottom of the old boy.
So yeah, that ended 4-1 to Power. Shaq Witts with another hat trick.
Damn you. Yeah. Say no more.
So yeah, Power scored first, made it 1-0 Shaq Witts. Then Kid leveled, made it 1-1. Half time it was 1-1. Second half, Galacticos missed 2 sitters. 1 goal was disallowed for offside. So it could have been controversially, yeah. So it could have been really like 4-1 at this point.
Could have, but
And there you go. And then Shakwitz decided to answer the
What
phone.
he does, isn't it?
You
can tune in and find out all the details.
Yeah. I won't go into details of his goals, but his second goal was smoky still. Very smoky.
So tune in and watch that.
And then big R9 came off the bench.
He's back.
Goal was smoky too. So yeah, man. Shout out the guys.
Set man eating turf, I heard. Was that a shot? Yeah, man, tune in, man.
Bless him. So now Galacticos have a game in. Well, Power have a game in hand on Galacticos, and they're 7 points clear. So that was their chance to actually close the gap.
And they got to play Highgate twice.
I think they've got to play.
They better hope the league don't put no relegation in there.
I think they're playing Beacon. No, they played Beacon twice already. They got to play Dingle again.
they nearly got something out of the Beacon game, didn't they?
Yeah, I played that game too.
Yeah.
We should have won that still.
Yeah.
It was all over them.
Dingle's one of those games as well. If they all turn up.
Saturday. Long throw FC.
To be fair. Faz recorded the game we played against them. And still, I say go back. There's a dodgy call by the ref for a foul on the edge of the box when they end up going up and scoring. But it was a decent game.
They're a horrible team.
What was the
to
score
play
of that
against.
game?
They beat us 4-1.
Yeah, it's 4.
How many set pieces did they score?
Oh yeah, the first one.
First one.
You went missing first one, didn't you?
Nah, it bounced off that big
Biggest
right
head
back's
ever.
head, man.
Biggest head ever, and he can't even put it in the way of the forward. I don't know what that's about.
He's trying to call me out, man. I don't lose headers. I just don't know what direction it's going in, man.
A couple of votes, but I got to drop a story about Dingle as well. I don't know who they sent to midfield. I think it's Ross or something. I'm not sure his name.
Yeah.
He likes a challenge. So we're all sat in the change rooms. Clarkey likes us to get there at 9:30. Sat in there chatting through Saturday night. We've all, a couple of us been out, whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, hear the toilet flush. None of us are in there, and I think it's Rashi, man, in this play centre mid, comes out the toilet in a balaclava. Yeah, this is 9:30 Sunday morning. Toilet paper. He's like, yeah, lads, I'm about to take your toilet paper. And he just walks out. We're all standing there. I don't know if it was a mind games movie. He's sat there look around. I was like, what is going on here?
Was that at your ground?
No, it was at theirs. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm about to take the toilet paper. He left a couple of rolls that he pulled off, just dropped it on the side with us.
Because they've got the two things on the side. So for him to be in yours is just proper intrusive.
Just heard the toilet flush and he comes out of the balaclava and we're like, I thought we were getting held up. What?
Yeah, that was going on over there. Yeah.
They're a good bunch of lads, so them
Yeah.
On a level.
They're a proper Sunday team.
Yeah.
If you don't turn up against them, they're gonna make it a horrible day for you.
Yeah.
They'll fly into tackles and they'll just graft. They're a proper team, aren't they? They're all boys, and that's. I think that beats quality sometimes, doesn't it? It's not always just about quality, and they're showing it. Obviously, they've got quality players as well, but they're grafting, and they're they prove they belong in this league as well.
True.
So fair play to them.
Very true.
Is there any teams that don't belong in this league?
Um,
I'm just asking a question.
He's just media.
I'm just media.
well, obviously, Galacticos haven't won a game yet, have they? But I've been hearing they've
Have they been competitive, in your opinion?
First game we played them, only beat them 2-1.
I think he scored in the last couple of
Will
minutes.
Simons,
He scored on his debut.
He was winning that game and then threw it away, man.
I think the thing is it's what teams come up from the championship. That's more what's going to decide that level. I think there's probably a pretty big
about 5
drop.
of them.
I think there's probably a drop off in the level between the teams.
I think there's top 5 teams, maybe 6 if you're including Pudding.
And in that championship, I think once those teams come in, you stay.
So do you think Galacticos belong in the Prem?
I think they deserve another chance.
It's unfair to send anyone down this year, as long as they've got a team willing to.
So next year, do you think they'll be competitive?
I think they should be in the Prem. I can't say whether I think they'll be competitive or not, because I don't know what's going on in their background. If they're losing players, but then I hear
you know why they'll be in there, because they haven't been getting slapped 8s and 6s and all them crazy madness. It's just
can't win a game.
They can't see out a game.
They need a win, don't they? I think.
Yeah.
I'll give you some juice. They need to get a win, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
So
And
would you say
ending the season on a 0.
the top 5 teams in the champ are better than Galacticos?
I won't comment on
Yeah,
that,
we
man.
haven't
I haven't
played a lot
seen
of them.
enough of them.
Played like West Mids, and that's about it. And
West
they were
Mids are decent.
We played them like a pre-season. There's a big overhead kick by one of our players called Hadley.
Gareth Bale.
Those West Mids boys will know about that.
Yeah.
Tell me that was serious.
They're
Yeah.
a good side though.
But I don't know about the rest of the teams that league. Like you say, all the mergers,
Yeah,
teams from
in
left, right,
the
centre.
champ, I'd say, West Mids, that Hampton senior.
Yeah.
They're at the top at the minute.
That'd be good if they come up.
Big
So
Dave.
are they related to you guys or in any
Well, it's the
shape?
same club, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Don't really know many of them, though, do we?
it'd be an away game, would be a home game.
So how does that work then, having 2 separate teams but it's the same club?
It's weird because, like, obviously a couple years ago, and I'm talking like when we first started, that was when the Digby was still in the Coronation, and all these teams, like the other Hampton side, a lot of these teams left to go to the Oakbourne because they knew they could compete in it. But obviously we stayed because we wanted to play against these teams.
Yeah.
And obviously since the merger now they've just come back.
Okay.
But yeah, I think they're a good side. Obviously their gaffer's been running it, I think, since they were like under 11s or something.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's a proper team there. Like,
So
they've
you
been
guys are
together
like
for years.
Inter and AC basically.
Yeah.
the Milan derby. Okay.
But they play on the nicer pitch at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So how
okay.
come they're lower but they're playing a better pitch?
We ain't got the legs to run the big pitch. Our pitch is big enough.
Yes, because you've got your pitch here and then the other pitch on that side.
I think it's more for the Saturday team, but I don't know. I think it's just because their gaffer's been there.
I
For
think,
time,
yeah,
it's
they've-
in the year. innit?
They've had that pitch for like years, and
Yeah, that pitch is nice though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they get more games called off on that one than we do on ours. So
That's why it stays nicer.
yeah,
we have
probably.
this like sideways slant that just puts the rain off it nice. Usually, okay, we're playing on a Sunday morning.
New draining system.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy's out there with his pitchfork early doors.
I'll get it ready. Man.
With the results as they were, the table, not much shift, just the one, I guess. Beacon at the top with 26 points, 12 games played. Highgate a level, 12 games, 26 points. VIP are still in third with 25, 13 games played. Ballers fourth, 11 points, 23. And then you've got Birmingham Elite in fifth with 15. Hampton in sixth with 13. Dingle in seventh with 12. Power in eighth with 9. And Galacticos at the bottom with 2.
Oof.
So...
Come on, Galacticos, you can get a win. Come on.
I mean, they've got 5 games left.
They'll get one.
If they
They've got some good players.
if they
You're gonna try and poach some? Or?
Nah, I'm not about that.
if they
They're
win
that
all
good
5
then.
games, I mean that will take them mid-table. But that's if everyone else loses.
Nah, that's just not happening.
I mean, mathematically, it's possible.
It's possible, but
Never
it's
say
not
never in
probable.
football.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's
Greatest
not
game.
impossible, but it's just not probable.
It's not going to
Not
happen.
probable.
Yeah. We'll leave it at that.
Going on to the championship. Let's see. There was only 2 games. Athletic Midlands played Real Rangers. That's a big game.
Big game.
Athletic Midlands won 2-1.
Big
They're a
result.
decent side. They are. They beat us in the cup.
Yeah, decent,
Yeah,
man.
we had an off day that day.
Yeah, Real Rangers again. Back-to-back losses for a minute.
Is it?
Yeah. So that's kind
So the
of
pressure's getting to
jeopardized their top spot a bit. But again, they've got loads
Cocky
of games
crumbling.
played. Don't know, man. I don't know.
So they can't get over the finish line. You know what I mean? Like Hampton did. You know what I mean?
They've got 5 games left, so they're still in the title race. Obviously, NSA at the top, but they played the most games.
1,000 games.
Yeah, so they beat Man on the Moon 10-0. Man on the Moon showed up, so well done, Man on the Moon.
Is that going to be on the highlight reels as well?
They've got the footage
on it?
out already, so
Oh, okay.
the whole game's out on North Solihull's channel.
Yeah, man. Check that out as well.
10-0. Ben scored a cracker over left foot.
Okay.
Big up NSA for who's the shooter. Lucky, so next time.
You lucky I went there.
Frank let us down, man. So yeah, as the table stands then in the championship, North Solihull at the top with 33 points, played 18 games. Hampton Senior are in second, played 13 games, and they're on 30 points, so they've got 5 games in hand.
How many teams in the league?
11. Real Rangers in third, 15 games played, 28 points. West Midland Wanderers, 11 games played, 25. Water Orton are in fifth, so they changed positions with
They're a good bunch of lads as well.
Yeah.
They were in the
Orton.
championship when the season we won it, and
yeah.
they were battling it out with us. But yeah, they're all sound lads. Them like
Yeah, man. Good
Okay.
centre midfielder for them as well. Decent player.
Yeah, they're 25 points. Pudding in sixth, 12 games played, 21. Shirley Griffiths with 21. Athletic Midlands have only played 9 games now, 13 points. Glades have only played 8 and 11 points. Man on the Moon, 3 points, and then Solihull Sporting Men's Lions at the bottom with 0. So they've played 15, lost 15, minus 87.
are they still turning up though?
Yeah,
Fair play to them.
yeah.
Fair play to
Bunch of
them.
young lads I'm hearing. So
There's nothing worse than turning up and losing like that. Nothing worse. So
Most
fair play
teams
to them
just-
sticking
most teams
together.
just go, I'm not doing it no more. And,
Yeah.
and all this and
Well, it happened, didn't it?
yeah.
so
Fairs. Right. Earlier we mentioned top 3 players in the league in the Prem. You mentioned Justice.
Yeah.
Who else you saying?
I think the best player in the league, Taylor Byrne from VIP.
Okay.
He wins games on his
What
own.
position
he
is it?
does.
Sorry.
He plays
Taylor
winger,
Byrne
innit?
plays on the wing, I think. VIP.
Okay.
Yeah.
People
People have mentioned him or Maka as well.
That the one
Yeah,
you
I've-
mentioned.
Yeah.
I've
everyone's
only
mentioned
seen
Maka.
him like once or twice, and that was in like pre-season. He hasn't played against us like in a proper game, so and I've only seen him on like the YouTube and that, and he's a good player. Can't take that away from him, but I don't know him well enough to put him in the top 3. So yeah, I'd say Taylor Byrne, that Justice.
You're gonna go for a curveball, put a Hampton player in there. Chuck Tregs in there.
Nah,
I
who's
see-
the big striker for Ballers?
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah, him I'd say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'd
shout out
say,
Kevin.
I'd say that's my
Lids.
top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Justice is probably played against him probably the most. Yeah, you can tell he's just a different bit of a different level. But when we played actually against Highgate pre-season, Badger Army played for him. The lad that plays for Kidderminster Harriers.
Okay.
So I don't know how they've wangled him. Like, we turned up, and one of our lads has been like, "Oh, you know who that is?" And like when we watched Kiddie the other day against West Ham,
Yeah.
like, watching it, I'm like, "We played it." And like, fair play to him. Yeah, I know he's not in the league, but yeah, the lad was Vinny that day was.
Yeah.
Didn't know if he was going left, right. Anyway, the kid was decent.
Yeah.
So, but I know that's not going to count. But the Highgate, they get a couple in. And
Yeah.
fair play
There's
to
few players in there. Sam Fitz, Roger.
Yeah, I'd say Roger for me.
Yeah.
Fitzy though, obviously he's a great player. But when we play against him, when he played against Matt Mayo in the league the week, I have to say, what a shift
Yeah,
from
that
Matt
put a
Mayo.
lockdown on
Didn't
him,
have
to
a
be
chance,
fair.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fitzy getting knocked down, yeah.
Nah, he's a baller,
Okay.
obviously.
You gotta have words.
Yeah, it was a quiet day at the office for him that day. To be fair.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm hearing this a couple times now.
Man, if you rate my guy. Yeah. Okay. Who else then? Well, did you do top 3?
Yeah, I'd say I'd probably put Justice, Taylor Burns in there for me, and yeah, you know what, Danwell gets goals, so
Yeah.
I'd half.
Elwell.
Elwell
Danzel.
gets goals. You know,
Yeah, man, big up
we've
Danzo.
only
He's a
played,
proper
Right, guy.
striker.
we
he
only
is,
played
so.
against him
Proper
ballers the
striker.
first.
He loves
the
to feint him.
Look, yeah, and we played against him
Chop, chop,
pre-season.
chop, chop.
He's one of those weird players as well. Like he's not necessarily like tall, strong,
Yeah.
even that quick.
Yeah, but
fair play to him. The
Mate, he'll chop you out your
Back of
socks.
the net,
Yeah.
like, so you've half got to
Chop
say
you out your
fair
socks.
play, like, so yeah, that's probably I'd go for that. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
What you saying?
Justice. I like Roger, to be fair, good player. Curving, like you say, but who's that number 99 for Beacon? Is it Beacon?
Centre
On the dread,
mid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, man.
yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Seb.
Seb, yeah.
Is he,
Okay.
yeah, good player, man.
Yeah, man, big up Seb.
Yeah, Seb's quality still.
Mate, hit me one like pre-season. There's like a 50-50 in the air. Came from behind me. I don't think my neck's been right since.
Seb, you horrible man.
As line on the floor like crippled, and the ref did not want to stop the game either.
man.
Like, a couple of players thought I was going to have to go to hospital.
Terrible.
One name I haven't heard mentioned is Shaq Witz. Why is that?
Yeah, it's
Obviously, I know he's obviously a quality player, but I think in the games we've played him, he didn't play in the second game, and I think the game when they beat us at their place, I think he played, but I don't
You don't remember it?
Nothing's
Nah,
good.
nah.
Left wing, does he?
Yeah, left wing.
Yeah, he got 1 goal, I think. Did he?
So you say he just stats.
He's a bagsman still.
Nah.
Bagsman.
He's not
He's
influential enough.
He's obviously a class player in it, but I ain't seen a lot of him. Do you know what I mean? If I've seen one game against
I'm just asking because obviously we've asked a couple people now, but
You know what it is with
nobody's mentioned
Shaq's
Shaq.
game is he's not like all the players that people have mentioned is mostly like techie flair, like you know what I'm saying.
He's got no flair.
I mean,
got
he's
no
got
tech.
he's got flair, he's got tech,
Hey,
but he's
you
not.
heard it. I didn't say it.
he's not. I wouldn't say like he's more of a power and pace kind of man and bagsman. He knows his strengths. You get me? Where certain men are doing bare step overs and soul rolls and.
So would you
get
say
what I'm saying,
Kevin's
Megs and-
like that? Because I heard Kevin get mentioned.
Yeah, Kevin's techie though.
Okay, so he's more techie than Shaq.
In games, I'd say so. Yeah, so far.
I'm just asking, innit? I'm just
I'm not saying
right now.
I'm not saying he's better than Shaq or anything. I'm just saying like, yo, technically, I
So
think,
who's better?
I don't know. It's up in the air, isn't it? in my opinion, I haven't watched Kevin enough, so I don't know.
It's one of them, innit? Like it's hard to comment on a player that you ain't seen a lot of.
And because they're like, it's like Kevin's
But
a
he's lying,
target
man.
man.
He's
innit?
seen both enough, man. He just don't
Nah,
want to
I haven't watched Kevin
skip
live.
chest day, innit? It's all right.
I haven't watched Kevin enough, man. I've just seen highlights on SLS and obviously
Every
Donny's doing over kicks and that. You get me? So
Nah,
it's
man.
a bit.
Kevin, I see you, man. Don't worry,
It's a
man.
bit, man. Is that still
Doing bits,
recording?
man. It should be. Come on, let me check.
Let me check. But yeah, man, for put
one-
respect
I
on
think
S
it's one of them
and
as
Shaq
well,
Witz
like-
in it. That's what I'm saying.
It's one of them as well. Like these teams that come over from where we haven't played them as much before.
Yeah.
You know, like for example, we played Highgate quite a lot, so we've been able to sort of get a bit more.
Yeah,
of, like,
yeah.
the
You're saying you're used to them now?
Yeah. On a level.
You know what you're coming up
And-
against,
and,
don't
like,
you?
players
That's
like-
what it is.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
like players like I suppose Shaq, we've obviously only sort of played against him once. Nothing quite springs to mind, but you play against them more.
So
and
what was the
more.
score in that game? when
They
you played
beat
them?
us 3-2 at their place, and then we
Yeah.
beat them 3-2 at our place.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Did he score
didn't
in either
play,
game?
I think he scored in the first one.
Yeah, the one that we was away.
Oh, you said he didn't play in the second one, you said, innit?
Nah, he didn't
Oh,
play in
okay.
that second game.
So he played one, scored one. Or you say he won the stats?
Nah, he's obviously
Say no more.
obviously a good player, isn't he? But I just can't like. For my top three, I've seen that Taylor a lot. I think he wins games on his own. It's a fair play to him.
But Shaq doesn't.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking if you're going to dial him in or not. I just wanna know.
Well, I would.
I mean, it's hard to bring a case for Shaq because of where power sit in the table.
Well, that's
I don't
even
think that
more,
matters
to be
much,
fair,
though,
because
to
if
be
you're
fair, yeah.
rock bottom, like if you're at Galacticos and you run 11 goals,
Yeah.
you can say, yo, man, I'm doing my job. Help me out.
I mean, he's
That's what I mean. He's second bottom, but he's still
second top goal scorer in the league.
exactly. So he's doing his part.
Yeah, you gotta rate that. But
Yeah.
If you
So-
ask us the same question this time next season, then it might be completely different. Do you know what I mean?
once you
Okay,
play
let
him
me
again-
flip it then. Put Justice in Power's team. Is he still the best player in the league, or one of them?
Yeah.
On the ball, he's got a bit like.
He's
Yeah,
just a
but
clever footballer.
As you said, on the ball, Highgate play football.
Yeah.
Power don't play football, in my opinion. You might agree, you might disagree. I don't know, but in my opinion, that's not football. That's
A player
Yeah.
like that will shine wherever they go. At this level of football on a Sunday, I think he'll shine wherever he goes.
jeez. Big up Justice. Send him on.
He's a good player, isn't he?
Nah, that's
Yeah, man. Create one agency.
Leo's looking for an agent.
Yeah. We'll talk after the show.
Big move.
Right. Let's talk football then. So Mane brought home the trophy.
Yes. What a last pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Jeez.
Salah's got to take a pen.
100%.
I think like your best penalty taker should take the third or the fourth.
Yeah. You don't.
I said this as well.
Remember Ronaldo 08
I can't remember.
Chelsea
okay,
Champions
yeah.
League.
Oh yeah, he missed it. We was third, was it?
Nah, he was like fifth or something, wasn't he?
When we won it.
Yeah.
Nah, sure, he missed one.
No, I think he
missed it in the
Yeah, because he was balling it on the floor.
against Chelsea.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I remember.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was.
that's how it all started, innit? When
Yeah, the carbon fiber boots on. I remember.
you always remember the boots,
Yeah,
innit?
man. Always.
Oh,
Always.
mate.
Them vapors,
Yeah,
innit?
Yeah,
bad.
Carbon fiber ones. But yeah, Mane, what we're saying then, he's got kind of one up on Salah. Then, like,
It's a tough one going back to Liverpool. Isn't it? Like, obviously,
Salah's definitely not passing the ball now.
Nah, no more.
it seems like there's always been especially like the last season or so, Salah's just stepped it up in the Prem next
Yeah,
level. And
yeah.
I think Mane's sort of looked a little bit in the shadow.
laggy, yeah.
Like that's I mean, especially considering he missed the pen in the game as well,
Yeah.
and then steps up, last one, bang, puts it in.
Yeah. What do you make of like the whole telling the keeper where he's gonna? Do you see
Well, I
his,
didn't
did you see his
actually
water
see it.
bottle?
I didn't actually see
It
it.
had all
saw
the last 5 pens of all
is
their players
it?
on the water bottle.
Nice.
Yeah, I
I
think
rate that
everyone's
still. That's
doing
good.
that.
Good preparation.
Yeah.
If you know which way, like Salah telling the keeper which way he's going to go, if he knows, tell him.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't got any allegiance. You ain't got any Liverpool allegiance when you're playing for your country.
And he went down the middle anyway.
Fairs. Okay. Premier League's been a bit of a shambles recently. FA Cup's been going on, so Kidderminster played West Ham.
Yeah, man. Big up, Kiddie. Done their thing.
Almost.
I know, nearly a giant killer there.
Almost. I mean,
Declan Rice,
there-
though.
oh mate, he chopped my man out his socks.
My
Slapped
guy
it.
as well. Shout out Matt Preston though.
Slapped it.
Maurice Sterling, Nathan Cameron. Shout out you, man.
Yeah. Big up the guys. Yeah, there was some controversy around the last goal, saying he was offside, and the player, I think it was what's his name, Suchek.
I ain't seen it, so I don't know.
He touched the keeper's foot basically, so obviously now he's in play. Yeah, kind of thing. So I don't know. It's been
Replay, man.
I think with this whole VAR in some grounds,
It's helped.
not in
It's-
others
well,
for
it's-
Kiddie.
yeah.
I suppose United still got done with it,
Mate,
even the
it's-
Borough thing. But it just doesn't make sense. I think you should just go have it for everything, which
Just
I know is not
scrap
necessarily
it in
easy.
the
Just
FA
scrap
Cup.
it, which is for the best, and just have that bit of,
As I said, since VAR's come in, it's just there's been more incidents of things happening where I felt like back in the day
That's
there
what I
weren't these
mean,
things were
like-
happening.
That's part of the beauty of football, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, it's down to human error. Like, the ref can make a mistake. It happens. But
You
you,
just get
play
death
on it, you
threats.
get on with it. Like, the ref's the ref, innit? That's what he gets paid to do. If he makes a mistake, he makes a mistake. Get on with it.
Yeah,
they
true.
hide behind it as well.
That's what I
think
mean.
they
And now they
can't
don't
hide
even give
behind
things
it.
because they know they can just go check it on the monitor. So it's like,
And as soon as they go to check it, they change their mind.
yeah,
anyway.
it's pointless.
Yeah.
So,
Just slowing it down and all that makes it look
that's
worse.
what I mean. Everything in slow mo looks worse.
Yeah.
Everything.
Do you think your card in VAR would have been mad?
If I had VAR, mine would have been a red card. Because you would have seen all the different angles and that. You would have to slow it down. You can see I didn't touch him.
The angle I saw was mad.
That's what I'm saying, but it looks bad. But anyway,
Say no more.
football's a contact sport, innit? So,
Yeah. Well,
or it used to be anyway.
yeah, exactly.
That's
So
why
we
Thomas
got.
was a good tackle on you, innit?
I don't know about that. VAR would have called that too.
Because you slowed down.
So we have a Blues fan, Villa,
Yeah.
Wolves,
Wolves.
Mix of the Midlands.
mix of the Midlands. Well, let's start with Blues then. How's the Blues season?
Blues are
going?
Go
blues.
on, lad.
Yeah.
Blues are blues.
Season tickets for £17.
Free iron.
It's one of them, and it like Blues fans. We're just at a point now where it's just whatever happens, it happens. They're sort of gone through the motions for like the last 5-6 years.
Yeah. What's your take on Lee Boyer as manager?
I rate him.
Yeah.
I think he's doing as the best he can, and I think he's getting the best out them players. I really do. But half of them ain't good enough. They really aren't.
Well, you've got one of the best academies around.
Should do that. It's a second city, isn't it?
Yeah.
We should have a good academy.
So
just-
don't you think that it should translate from academy to the first team?
But there's so much corruption at the top, so it's like
Yeah.
it just goes all the way down then, and it
Okay.
I don't know. It's just so much going on behind the scenes there. It's just It's just a shambles.
I said you were there about the money you got for Jude and
Yeah.
Adams and like where that money's gone for them. It's bad. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they've.
Well, you're redoing the ground, innit? This new stand's been under construction for how long? Asbestos or whatever
That's
it was.
what I mean. For how long?
Probably since I was in the academy.
Put them all on Fraudwatch, man.
Fairs. Okay. Villa, Stevie Gerrard,
It's
Coutinho.
a nice time to be a Villa fan. Like,
Mate, I don't think you've seen times like this since Villa
Villa
was sponsored by Nike. Acorns and that.
Ashley Young and Stuart
Yeah,
Downing.
yeah.
I think look, Gerrard. There was a little bit of an unknown coming from Rangers, but I think I can imagine if you're playing for him, like he's a Premier League legend. He's got if he's gonna show.
So before he got the job, was you a fan of bringing him in, or was you be on the
I
fence?
wasn't Dean Smith out because I thought like he's done so much to get us promoted, and I was there that day we beat Derby. Like it was massive. I think
Sick game that was.
Jack going was a killer. Like Grealish leaving.
100 million though.
Would you have accepted 100 mil?
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, I think for him,
Do you?
like, look,
Yeah.
I think for him,
I don't think you have to,
You
but-
can't begrudge him wanting to go win. Probably going to be Premier Leagues and maybe Champions Leagues, at least FA Cups and Carabao Cups and stuff. And are Villa there yet? Well, you're hoping maybe 4 or 5 years will be at that point. But yeah, with Gerrard, I mean, look,
Wait.
4 or
What
5
point?
years. Winning what?
Winning Champions League.
no.
Winning the league?
Winning
A
FA
cup.
Cups,
A
battling
Carabao
for
Cup.
Champions
Yeah, okay,
League,
cool.
like they get into that.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wants to play Champions League football, doesn't he? And
Yeah,
Villa
yeah,
aren't
yeah,
there for a good
yeah.
while. But
Fairs.
but yeah, Coutinho, who would have thought he'd ever play in a Villa shirt? Like
Yeah.
seeing him score the other day, and yeah, there's some good young players like Jacob Ramsey, rate him
Quality, innit?
and even like Konsa, he seems to always miss out for England, but
Tyrone
I rate
Mings?
him as well.
Fraudwatch.
I'm not going to put Mings on Fraudwatch, but he's not far off at times. I just think he struggles a little bit. Like if he wasn't left-footed, he's nowhere near that England squad for me.
Yeah,
Konsa's a better player,
yeah.
and then even lads like Matty Cash and getting Digne in as well. It's a good time to be a Villa
I
fan.
forgot you had him as well. Oh, mate.
good
He's
time
one
to
of the
be a
best
Villa
left
fan.
back last season, isn't it?
And I think
And this season,
it's just difficult if like Liverpool come in for Gerrard at some point, but he's got to keep on doing well and push.
I think this is he's got to prove himself in
yeah.
Villa.
So
innit?
there's still a lot to prove before he even
Because
gets
it's
to
a
that
different,
point.
it's different and gravy going to Liverpool now, isn't it?
But let's be honest though, if Klopp got sacked tomorrow, Gerrard's getting a job.
Yeah.
100%. It's not even a question.
Loves Villa too
Yeah.
much. Loves it in Birmingham.
But the squad depth is getting there as well. You've got Leon Bailey, Traore.
He's a baller, but he just can't seem to be fit. And Traore's been at Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah,
Players.
he's on smoke for Burkina Faso.
That is one man that will chop you at your socks.
Yeah, facts. big facts. Okay, cool. Wolves.
Best team in the Midlands. Let's go. Come on.
Happy with the manager? What's his name?
Bruno Lage.
Yeah,
Doing well. Who would have thought it?
got some quality players though,
Yeah. The
like
start-
Podence,
Class.
Neto.
Yeah. Class
What's the other
coming
one?
Ruben Neves.
back. Neves, baller.
Now the other winger. They've got another
Yatta.
winger.
Is that Liverpool?
You mean Trincao?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Trincao.
yeah.
He's all right, man.
Is he on loan or is he signed?
He's on loan.
He's on
Derby
loan.
God, what you reckon?
Had to go, man.
Yeah.
He did though, didn't he? Look at his stats for us.
Is he on fraud watching Wolverhampton or?
People don't like him in the stands. I'm a season ticket holder, and like people in the stands don't like a damn.
He ain't got no end product, doesn't it?
Nah. And then he goes up Barca, gets an assist first game. So it's frustrating, isn't it? But
Bundesliga,
Different league, doing it.
Bundesliga.
La Liga's some baby thing now. it's on a rebirth.
nah, our starting 11, like top first 13 players, quality is just the squad depth for us, innit?
Yeah.
And obviously another transfer window, like 3 or 4 now, where we haven't backed the manager really. No depth. Like players like Neves and that, should be looking around thinking, when are we gonna?
Yeah.
But
I think for me, Wolves is a weird club because like a couple of seasons ago, you guys won the under-23s Premier League.
Yeah,
None of them players made it to the first team.
nah.
Like
Unless
all
Max
them.
Kilman might have been in it. Who starts for us now?
Who?
Max Kilman,
See the centre half.
centre off.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's
left
right.
foot.
Oh yeah. So you had like Cameron, John,
Yeah,
Niall Ennis, and all them.
Gibbs, is it Gibbs?
Gibbs was already in the first team.
Yeah.
That season. But you had like loads of good players
Yeah.
like in that squad, and
They've all
literally
gone
none.
on just
They've all
lower
gone.
league, man.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're Wolves are in there.
They ain't Portuguese, are
That's the thing, isn't it?
That's the thing, innit?
Yeah.
I met a few lads that was in the academy, and they were saying basically they've all been told they're getting released, they're buying players,
Yeah.
and it. So
unless they learn Portuguese.
Unless they're doing up Nando's.
Very, very.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like I feel like Wolves need to kick on now. You've had a few good seasons under your belt, so
still sat in 8th as well, man. Like 4 points off 5th, I think it is at the moment. So
yeah.
who knows what?
You probably finish above United, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah. Europe's in the graph.
Yeah, man,
so
we want it.
could be like a Leicester.
Yeah, what was in it a few years ago as well? So,
Again, it's just a squad depth, though, innit?
yeah,
Playing
100%.
playing under the lights on Thursdays and then go and play on Saturdays, Sundays. It's long,
It
innit?
kills West Ham a bit, isn't it? to be fair, especially when
Yeah.
they've got like limited players to come in.
Yeah.
Looking at Declan Rice carrying them, aren't they? Really?
What a player,
Baller, though.
Mad.
He's class, isn't he?
Baller.
You know who's a fraud? I'm gonna put what's his name? Yarmolenko.
Yeah, he's on fraud.
Yeah,
He's on.
He came.
He used to be good though. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah, he
I
did.
think he's one of them that's
Left
just
leg,
living
innit?
off his name, innit? Like,
Yeah.
he had a bit back in the day, and now it's just kind of like I've done my bit already. Let me just come and get a
Putting him
paycheck.
against Kidderminster, like going down there, that's not his game.
Yeah,
like,
at
getting booted
all.
up in the air.
Yeah.
What was the other winger that had Felipe Anderson? Remember him?
Where'd he go? Lazio or something?
Yeah, he went back to Lazio, couldn't hack the Prem. I remember United was interested in him. He's the
Yeah.
new this. He's the
Yeah. United's interested in everyone. That's the problem.
Lanzini and Fernandez.
Quality player, innit?
Players that have just got to be.
Fornals was a big player at Villarreal.
I've never been a fan of him. I'll be honest.
I like, but yeah.
I mean, big
I didn't
names.
see
though.
him at Villarreal, but
Big names at
at
Villarreal.
West Ham I was like, not for me.
But they had the name on Payet, and his streets won't forget.
Yeah, therefore, 100%. 100%. All right, so what we're saying for the league? The league's wrapped in basically Man City.
Yeah, it's done.
It should be, yeah. Like if they lose it now, then
It's dead, innit?
yeah, something's gone seriously wrong.
Champions League, who you going for? Back next week.
Can I be biased?
Go, bro.
Wolves are getting 4th, mate. I tell you. Nah, 5th. I would say Wolves are getting 6th or 5th, you know.
To
But
win the
I'm-
Champions League.
Champions
Oh,
League.
not to win it. I thought you meant to finish it.
No, Champions League. Like,
Oh,
who's
okay.
going
That's
to
what
win?
was gonna finish top 4.
I'm biased.
Howler. We haven't howler in a while. That's a howler for you.
I'll admit it. I'm a biased fan.
Deluded.
Yeah, who you got to win the Champions?
PSG.
Ooh, Messi's.
I would love to see it.
I'd love to see it,
I would
and
love
that's
to see
why.
it.
5-1 against Lille. Big win. Last season's champions.
But yeah, for me, it's, I think him Bayern again.
Bayern. Hand mate. That team is efficient.
Yeah.
It's like a BMW.
Robots, aren't they?
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, I'll put them up there. I'd be interested.
And their
to
squad
see-
depth as well is just
City,
crazy.
if City signed Haaland, then it'd be interesting to see what that would make the land lie. But I don't think without a striker, I don't think they're going to win it.
I think Liverpool win it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll back Liverpool to win it.
You reckon Salah and Mane are going to sort it out between them before that?
Well,
Maybe.
Mane's got
Who's
competition
taking
now,
the
innit?
pen?
Who's going to take the pen?
Can't be Salah.
Yeah. Okay.
Liverpool, nah.
Nah, I'm saying Bayern, man.
You boys,
100%.
Man United are still in it. What do you reckon?
Bro.
We're out. We're already out.
You know what?
I've already come to-
I
come to
fancy us
terms
to
with
do Atletico, though.
Simeone is doing the bits on you
Nah,
guys.
I don't think so.
I'll take that bit right
He's
now.
doing that big
I
balls celebration.
think United would just turn up against these lot. Actually,
Think about what you say.
I retract that statement.
Yeah,
I just thought about how we played the other day.
yeah. All right then.
Yeah, it's dead still. It's dead. It's very dead.
Yeah.
No,
Be
we're
one
done.
of them though. It could be like
I mean, if we beat Atletico, I mean Ronaldo. Legend.
Ronaldo will score, but
Easily.
we will not go through.
Okay.
That's-
Over the
that's-
2 legs.
Nope.
Don't fancy it.
We're losing both legs.
Well, there's no away goals anymore in it, so
Isn't it?
nah,
Oh, dead.
there's
We
no.
definitely got no hope.
The away goals is
Nah,
No
we're
more.
finished. We're finished.
yeah. I mean,
We had a better chance before the redone the draw. Like when we had PSG,
you reckon?
we had a better chance than against.
Mate, that
Atletico.
is a blockbuster, by the way. Fuming still. I did see a tweet saying that Harry Kane is being like England's talisman, but if you really check it and deep it,
He ain't done nothing.
it's Raheem Sterling,
Yeah.
England's best player for the past 4 or 5 years.
Just
Would you agree with that shout?
I think he's definitely underappreciated.
Yeah, 100%.
Like at the Euros, he sort of carried us a bit at the start, didn't he?
Saved us.
I think Kane's just Kane, and he's like the media favourite captain.
Poster boy.
Yeah, he's the poster boy. So anything he does good, he's going to get praised. Do you know what I mean? He's always in the limelight for it. Like, what's he done for Spurs this year? Like, I rate
Tried to
Kane.
leave.
I do.
I did a transfer request.
Had an interview with Gary Neville.
That was mad. I think the one thing I do rate about Kane is stepping up for the pens. Like he does always bag up like the
He's a
pens.
striker, he's supposed to.
Yeah, but come on, like even then you can see missing players can miss them. But I think Sterling is he's done the business for us in especially Euros just gone like without him I would have dreaded to think where we would have been.
What do you think about the World Cup? Where England's chances?
Why not? Why can't we win it?
Yeah,
Who knows?
Because you got a fraud of a manager.
Fraudgate.
Yeah,
Are you rating him?
I just think,
he's done as well as anybody has recently.
Right, what
yeah,
he's doing.
like
He's the best England have had.
Who'd
you go out
He's
and
had the
get?
best England squad.
You think so? Other than
In
the
recent-
golden generation,
That's what I'm saying. Since then, this is the best squad, and this
Yeah,
squad's
but-
probably better than that one.
you reckon?
Squad, yeah. Starting 11, maybe not.
But that's what I mean. Like that starting 11 we lost to against Italy, you'd argue is better than ours. So I don't think Southgate's doing that bad of a job.
You said he's brought an identity to England playing football. Do you see that?
Y'all are getting bamboozled.
You know what? 5. What does he play? 5.
It's disappointing
brings
to
like
see
6
two
right backs
CDMs
and-
there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a bit mad. That
There's
is.
some rascal decisions.
Yeah, there's
but
some
I think
madness there.
he's took us to a final of Euro.
Grealish had to get bought for 100 mil before he made the squad.
Yeah,
don't
stuff
wrong,
like that.
is- yeah,
Mason
it's-
Green. Well, that's not.
He
mentioned.
plays Mings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What
think
more
like-
do I need to say?
Yeah, I think people like Ward-Prowse as well, maybe like missing.
Italy was the only tough game he had,
Yeah, he did have the easiest route, to be fair.
and just about got there.
There's be some howlers. Eric Dyer in the squad for the. Where it was mad.
What he Fraudwatch.
Yeah,
Fraudwatch.
mate, he's
And
shocking.
even Conte saying he's like one of the best players. That fraud.
Mate, he's probably because he speaks Portuguese to him.
Yeah.
Who else do we go out and get though? If Southgate gets the sack?
Anyone? I'd rather Lampard.
Nah, Lampard's on Fraudwatch, I think.
The both are.
He said Lampard.
I'd rather Lampard than Frogate.
I mean, if I think he needs to go with someone, a proven winner with a philosophy. I don't know who that is. Maybe I mean,
Don't you think that it has to be an English manager?
I would agree.
I think it does. I
yeah,
think
but
they've got to
what's
understand.
a good English? Who's a good English manager?
Well,
That's
there
the
you
problem.
go.
Sam Allardyce.
That's why I said
Give it
Lampard's
Dyche.
better suited to international football than it is club football, in my opinion.
Yeah, it could be an.
So that's why, for me, I'd rather have Lampard than
I think
Fraudgate.
England are more hung up on being an English manager than actually trying to win a trophy.
I don't know what they're hung up on, but they need to come off it.
Because you'd get someone who's like, I don't know, someone who's won it, like a Scolari or, I don't know, a Del Bosque or someone of that caliber.
But
you know
I
what mean?
also agree it needs to be an English manager, though, because I don't think Scolari can come in and win anything with England.
Probably
They
not
tried
now.
that with Capello, didn't they? And it
That's what I
just-
mean.
It was bad.
Yeah, but-
Swain going Ericsson, same thing.
Ericsson, I mean,
Do it-
Capello, I can hear that shout because
Yeah,
he's like,
it's-
That's what I'm saying,
but
but-
Sev, big man.
Both-
Mr.
both-
Mr.
both-
Burns. Nah, drop me out. Drop me out. Right. Let's go on to Fraudwatch then. So obviously you guys know what
Southgate.
Fraudwatch is. You guys know what Fraudwatch is. Any player manager that has bamboozled, could be Sunday League 2. The world into believing that they are better than they actually are. You've started with.
Fraudgate.
Do
You know who that is.
Do you know? You
Yeah,
want
I
to
know
say?
who that is.
You want to give a reason this time?
We already did. I gave multiple reasons. I don't need no more.
Okay.
Fraudgate.
Anyone, Clarkey? Anyone comes to mind?
I'd stick Maguire on there
Yeah.
because he convinced me he was a good player. He's made me look stupid. Like, I'm telling the lads like before a game, like, oh,
Get him in.
rate him.
Yeah.
Like,
Get him
when he
in.
started playing for England, I was like, he's decent. He
That
is.
in the left of the three. Yeah.
I was like, he can.
That's
do
how you
a
got
bit.
signed.
Yeah, I know, but it's just
Bamboozled everyone.
yeah,
Yeah.
his fault. He's made me look a fool.
Love that.
Leo, what you saying?
Yeah, recent one FA Cup, Leicester and Rodgers, Fraudwatch.
Yeah, they've been.
I think Rodgers himself.
He's having a mare at
How
the minute.
he's
Touching on the FA Cup, I saw something earlier talking about was it Spurs that tweeted something about they've got the most goals in.
Harry Kane.
Embarrassing.
Nah, the club's got the most goals in FA
Oh.
Cup history or something. 906 goals or something.
How many
But
times
how
they
many
won it?
trophies? I don't know.
0. No, they won the FA Cup back
When?
in
That's the final
2006.
once.
Someone to say?
No, that was the Carabao
That,
thing.
yeah, that was the.
Oh, was it?
Carling
That's what
Cup?
I'm saying.
wasn't
FA
it?
Cup. I don't know if you know.
Cup.
Yeah, pull this up.
So if they did win it, it would have been like way back. I think like Gaza back in them times.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
Gaza won
they
it then,
could- they
innit?
could have
Yeah,
won
yeah.
it then, yeah. But yeah, Leicester, Soyuncu,
That's what I was
centre
gonna
half.
say, Soyuncu, man. I don't rate
Talk
him.
about
He hit the
Barcelona
ground running.
moves. No, I did think he was decent, like when he first came over and like as a replacement for Maguire. But I mean, Leicester the other day,
they're having a tough time,
But
innit?
that was bad. And their fans as well. That was dreadful. All the the guy running on the pitch hitting Keelan Davis.
1961, so he weren't even Gaza.
Huh?
Was it?
That's the last time.
Like, guys got to the final, innit? I think they lost in the final, innit?
Yeah.
So what time? What? 81. When did you say?
61.
Oh Jesus!
They beat Leicester.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That
Spurs
is, that,
fraud
I mean,
watch.
what? Yeah. What a Spursy.
It's a big howler that is still. Media man was
That's
bored,
what I'm
didn't
saying, like,
it? Media man was bored.
At least come with something that actually makes your club look good.
Yeah, it's wild, that is.
All you're doing is emphasizing that you haven't won any trophies.
Yeah, that's very wild. That's mad still. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Spurs media guy,
Tommy.
fraud watch.
I was going to say Soyuncu. And another big shout, I think, overrated. What's his name? Tielemans.
Tillemans.
Wow.
man.
Nah, I'm telling you.
That's your second howler of the day.
Nah, the Wolves one, I'm just deluded, man. That's a me problem, innit? But I'm telling you,
Tielemans.
when he takes a step up, do you see what he did against Spurs from kickoff when they lost 3-2 and they conceded 2 in the last 3 minutes?
No, I never saw it.
Mate, he got the ball from kickoff. He's gone through one man. He's just giving it straight to what's his face, the Spurs midfield, Højbjerg, and they just threw one. Mate, you don't do that at that stage. I'm telling you, watch out for him.
Nah, he's quality, man. I like him as a player.
I
I don't. He probably just went.
Nah, you're going off that one moment. If you look
But
at him
it
as
changes
a
your
whole,
mind, don't it, when you see something at
he's-
that
he's-
level.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah,
But it's
Now,
just
overall, he's like
Yeah.
the
That's
midfield
still a
maestro.
howler. That's still
Him
a
and
howler.
Madison.
when they talk about United moves and stuff, but
Mate,
Everyone's getting a United move,
we're
isn't it?
everybody.
yeah.
You name
you
him.
can have Tyrone Mings. You can go to
No, no.
Right about now, we're linked with Justice as well. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's one of the ones, but we're linked with everyone. I think the players' agents do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Just to
Contracts
kind of
and
just
everything,
put
Boost
that
the
in the knees,
contract
innit?
Yeah.
Like United are in for him.
So I got 18 months left on his contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's interested. Yeah, United.
Yeah, it's a bit mad. Fraud for me. I put most of United's players on there, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I can't really think of anyone that comes to mind. Yeah, so somebody at United, probably Ralph.
Yeah, I put him on already.
Ralph,
Ralph.
Sancho, Bruno.
Won all of them.
Who else? Martial's left now, thank God.
Has he played yet?
Maguire, I don't know, you know.
Anyone know? Has he
I
played?
don't know. I don't watch La Liga.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played. I think he got dragged for Sevilla the other day.
60 minutes.
Yeah, and the gaffer went in about him after. Apparently, I haven't read it, but apparently you weren't happy.
If you weren't rating
There's a
good
player
enough in
there, it's
Spain,
just whether he'll
That
come
means
out.
he's coming back.
Thinking about I was thinking about Aubameyang's move the other day. Barcelona are in Champions League, aren't they?
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So
Now they're out now, innit?
are they?
No, I
Have
think
you got
they're-
that?
They
They weren't-
must have gone out in the group
Yeah, they went
stages.
out in group stages.
Oh, so
'Cause
they're
they're
not.
Europa
League.
They're in Europa League.
They lost to Bayern.
So
and
no-
yeah, it's Benfica, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so
I
never
think
mind.
Aubameyang's
then.
on
I
Fraudwatch
thought,
as
yeah,
well, man.
Yeah.
How he's
Boss has to go on fraud watch.
Yeah.
Alright, what are you doing?
it's mad. Well, there's been rumors of Mbappe
Going to Barcelona?
going to Real Madrid. Going to Real Madrid. Yeah, contract talks. His contract figure was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 9 million a week.
Something
Or
crazy.
900,000 a week or something stupid like that. But I'm just like, where are they getting this money from? The Bank of Span? So yeah, I mean, that's La Liga's in a rebuilding stage for me at the minute. El Clasico I watched when it happened last, and it was the deadest El Clasico I've ever seen.
If there's any outsider in that league that are going for it, now's the time, innit?
Yeah.
Now is definitely the time.
Especially, Atletico. This is why I put Simeone on Fraudwatch before, because
they're like fifth or something now, innit?
well, I'm like, bro, you've had one of the best teams consistently in that league, and you haven't.
But it seems like every year they sell their star striker.
Well, to be fair, did they win the league last season?
Yeah, they won it
Yeah.
last
They won it,
year.
innit?
I
Yeah,
reckon
yeah.
now they're
Okay.
scrambling.
Yeah.
How does that happen? The league got worse, but you can't win it after you just won it.
Some of the players they signed as well, like Joao Felix for them.
Yeah, he's a fraud. I admit him.
I like him, I do.
I haven't
think
seen
it's
enough of him
wrong.
to say this season.
Nah, he's a
so-
fraud, man.
I think it's wrong situation.
He doesn't
for him.
suit that team.
Nah. How can you go into a
You bring him-
defensive-minded team as a techie player like that?
Yeah, that's what
Bring
I
him to
think.
Liverpool. Play him where Firmino plays, mate. Mazza.
You reckon Liverpool?
Yeah.
Yeah,
shout out, actually.
Mazza.
What about more of like? I thought it'd be more like a Man City kind of player.
I mean, even that would be you're under Pep. You're gonna be a Mazza.
Not everybody will.
I mean,
You can
most players.
can send set of United players there. They ain't gonna shine.
Yeah, Harry
Maguire at
yeah,
City.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing's happening. He's filling the water bottles up for them. Standard.
Mate, he's a water boy for real. Yeah. So, I mean, Ronaldo. PSG said they'll let Poch go to United if they
what?
give him Ronaldo. That's the trade. That's the deal.
Has there ever been a manager
What?
swap for
Never,
a player?
ever.
Wait a minute. Go back. You said what?
PSG.
They offered us
They offered
Poch.
Man United Poch
for CR7.
for CR7. That's the only
We don't
way.
even want Poch. What's going on?
Well, apparently we do.
Who do you want?
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag.
That's who I want.
Do ya?
I don't know who United want, but
Yeah.
me personally, I want Ten Hag.
What is that?
Because it makes sense.
For me, he's a
His
winner,
philosophies, everything.
and he can build the academy and he develops players. The young.
He'll
young
get the
boys.
club playing the way it should be playing.
Yeah.
The way the Dutch play the football.
That's what I mean. Like, look at his Ajax teams. All of them play the same way.
Yeah, yeah.
No matter who comes in, they're always good teams. So at United,
Bro, we've been in a transition since 2012.
I just think like as he, I
10
rate
years
him,
now.
I rate
No
him,
trophy.
But I just
it's
think,
because they keep trying to do quick fixes.
Has he managed like big players, big egos? How's he gonna deal with your pool?
Yeah, but he's a winner though, innit? So
I get that. But if you're willing to probably bring players in that are maybe
like
not
the
as much
youth.
egos,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah,
give
yeah.
him time to work.
What's the same with Poch though?
That's what I
Like
mean. That's
Poch,
what I like it,
Poch hasn't
yeah,
won
yeah.
anything. So
What
for me,
big
you got
goals-
to
big
finally
goals has he
flopped.
had? Dele Alli.
He could.
Oh, the
be
fans are
off for
killing
watch
him,
now.
by the way. Matter of fact, what's his name killed him? Glenn Hoddle.
What,
He
he was
kills everybody,
wearing?
man.
It's
He
just-
idiot, fam.
Yeah. I'm
Glenn
like,
Hoddle
bro,
can go on forward watch as well.
Yeah.
Waste, man.
yeah.
Won him.
Talking about what he's wearing and that. Like, bro, he's greeting the fans. What do you want him to
When
wear?
he
Like the
pulled up
kit.
in a Rolls Royce or something. Like, man.
These old.
You man paid him too much. What do you want him to do?
So yeah, that's Fraudwatch. Onto the streets, we'll never forget.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say what we mentioned earlier. Man like Farfan, PSV,
Oh, okay.
Jefferson.
Yes. Played for Peru,
Shout,
didn't he?
Schalke.
Yeah. Canada.
Schalke boy.
Is it Canada?
No,
She's
no,
Canadian.
Peru.
Peru.
I think it's Peru.
Okay, that's a howler for me. Yeah,
Now, how old is tonight?
Yeah.
Similar flag to.
yeah.
Oh, they both got red on it.
White red. Yeah. Jefferson Farfan, bad boy
Yeah.
from Pro Evo days.
Yeah, PSV in it.
Yeah, PSV was a mazza.
Yeah.
To be fair, PSV have developed some quality players over the years, but recent times,
You remember Van Bommel?
Yeah, what a player.
Yeah, that's my one still.
Streets.
Van Bommel was my guy back in the day.
even what's his name? Remember Giovanni? Is it Giovanni?
There's been
For
bare Giovanni's.
the left back for Barcelona.
Which one?
You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, that doesn't ring a bell.
What, the Dutch left back?
Yeah.
Van Bronckhorst?
Van Bronckhorst.
Nah, not him. Hold on.
You talking about him, fam?
He scored a banger
The
in
coolie
world.
looking guy.
Van Bronckhorst, fam.
What's his first name?
Gio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, him. You guys got anybody?
Park Ji-sung. Ji-sung Park.
I said him a while back in it. Yeah, but we're on the
Baller.
same wavelength.
Yeah.
Underrated legend.
Yeah.
He's like a manager's dream here, man.
Yeah.
Tell him to do something, he'll do it.
Yeah. Say Alex said, if I should have put him to Mark Messi in that
Should've.
final.
Literally.
Trying to think up as well. Tell you who's a Janino, Leon.
Free
baller.
kick.
Free kick specialist.
Free kick specialist. If
We was having this conversation the other day. There's not really any free kick specialists anymore. innit?
Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, I mean, bar him.
Yeah, and
I think back in Janino's day, you had like Pirlo, Beckham,
Ronaldinho.
Mihailovic.
Mihailovic,
who else
you
would
get what
I
I'm
put in there
saying?
for a weird English shout for streets, won't forget.
Joe Cole.
Yeah, that's a serious shout.
Yeah.
I'll go for someone like, you know what, Blackburn, David Bentley, or
Man like Bentley,
or
innit?
Morton Gams Pedersen.
Yeah,
the pair of those
yeah.
two. Look, just funny to watch on.
Yeah.
And, like, the goal highlights.
I had a good one last time. Ramadal
Thomas
okay,
Ramadal,
for Charlton or Middlesbrough. Charlton, innit?
Charlton, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Man like
You
Alan
got-
Kirbishley.
Any streets won't forget Wolves, Sylvan Evans Blake.
Hey.
Kevin Doyle and that. Yeah. Matt Jarvis.
Kevin Doyle, you know.
Yeah,
Remember his
what a
trim?
player. Yeah, it's mad. I was thinking you mentioned freaky Alex. That Chelsea centre back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hammer
Mate, he's
foot.
just,
outside of the
yeah,
boot.
he's
He
just
used to
slap
he
it.
used to like try and kill whoever's in the wall, innit?
Basically.
Yeah, loads
Yeah.
of them from there as well, like Malouda, Kalu.
Yeah.
I used to like Diego Costa as well, man. Just dirty.
Yeah,
bastard.
baller.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay. Anybody else you gotta mention?
What about David Luiz?
No.
Not having him.
Was that,
SpongeBob.
that penalty that he did, like the massive. I don't know.
I'm not.
I think
Like
he's
for
a-
me, when he first came on the scene, like everyone was raving about him because like he was like a flary centre back, which you'd never seen before.
Yeah.
I mean,
To the
Rio,
point
innit?
that nah, but he wasn't flary. He was just comfortable on the ball.
He was something new,
Like
wasn't he?
Rio wasn't like busting tricks
Yeah, I
tricks
know,
and that,
yeah,
and
I know what you mean.
trying to flip flat man in the box and that.
Brazilian though, innit?
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah, he did have a bit, to be fair.
He had a set piece on him as well.
that's what I'm
didn't
saying.
he?
Like he had a little
That,
knuckleball and that.
the,
as a centre back.
the inside the foot when he's straight.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but some players like score one or two of them and then live off it for time. I mean,
Yeah.
even Roddy a little bit like he's not bagging him like he
Yeah,
used to.
yeah, yeah.
He's still
He's-
stepping
What
up. Like,
you say used to? Did he ever?
He was never a
consistently-
specialist.
yeah. As part from like,
Portsmouth.
he dines out on that David James one where he scored against.
That's what I
Portsmouth.
mean. Like if you really look at it, does he really score free kicks?
Yeah, I know what
Nah,
you're saying.
he's
So
not-
it's
he's
like
not
they
the guy.
they score
Sorry,
one or
Dalla,
two.
you don't. Sorry.
The other conversation we was having the other day was who was the more skillful player, Ronaldinho
Or Neymar.
or Neymar. Like we're talking about disrespecting players, the opposition. Ronaldinho, because I'd say you're a new generation, slightly.
Yeah, but
So-
I do remember, like, we grew up. We grew up.
yeah,
Dino
yeah.
was there.
So like Joga Benito when Dino was like the man at Barcelona. He was carrying them for a while. Like him, Etu and Julie. Mazza front three. Obviously you don't like Julie, I know that.
Yeah, want him.
But even down to Saviola, we got Saviola.
Yeah. Saviola's my guy. still.
Yeah. Like Ronaldinho was doing the madness, his flip flaps, and I mean obviously we see R9 do that stuff.
That's what I
but
mean. Like when
it was a different. He
That's
brought
what
it to a
when-
different level then.
he basically like made it famous. Like
Yeah.
he made it what it is today.
Yeah,
I
without
feel he's never disrespected a player like how Neymar disrespects man.
Yeah. For me, Neymar's the most disrespectful player I've
Ever.
ever seen.
Ever.
Like the way he would like literally, you kicked me. Okay, cool. Next time I get the ball, you are getting it.
Yeah. He'll make you
And I'll make
flick it over
sure
your head.
you look silly.
I get what you're saying, boys, but I think when you're playing in French league in comparison to
No. But
Nah,
he's
he
done,
does this
he's
in
done-
Champions League.
yeah, I know what you're saying, but for mate, Ronaldinho is the.
And don't
boy,
forget,
man.
Ronaldinho was in the French league too.
It's a tough one. I got to struggle, man.
I seen
I'd
him
say
live,
Ronaldinho.
innit? I went to Paris, went to a PSG game, and Neymar was like taking the mick out of players, and all the fans, like all the local fans, were getting proper wound up with it. 'Cause
Like
he'd skin
Denilson.
someone,
Remember Denilson?
he'd skin someone, and then go back, and it's like,
Half rate that though.
Yeah. Oh, it's disrespectful.
It's class for someone. Like I was watching it, I was loving it, but like you can see why people are getting so frustrated.
Yeah.
Like, and I think obviously Dino sort of done that, but then end product was maybe a bit better. I don't know.
I hear that.
That's what I mean, because obviously, like for me,
But that's not the question though.
Exactly.
The question at hand is
Ronaldinho
who
for me is.
was disrespecting players more.
I'm going Neymar.
But are you going Ronaldinho because you think he's a better player, or because you think he's actually the most skillful and most disrespectful?
I think Neymar is the most disrespectful. I've not seen anyone like that take the mick out of players.
Denilson before Ronaldinho.
I don't.
That's
I don't,
why the
I don't
fans.
think
That's
he-
why Brazilian fans didn't like him.
No,
Is he the one who
like,
was
don't
at
get me wrong,
Betis?
because
Yeah.
Denilson was a bit different because he was just doing the same trick over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like the step over is just doing it till you can't do it no more.
Yeah, but he would always try and always meg ya.
Yeah, but the way Neymar does it,
Yeah,
it's like,
it's rude. It's rude.
and he's doing it in several different ways. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
like
rude.
just one thing. Just
It's rude.
I'm-
Have you watched
I'll
the
meg ya.
documentary on Netflix?
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
It's alright still.
I ain't seen it yet either.
It's
But
alright. It's
yeah,
not
for
better
me-
than the Narcos one, obviously, but
No, the Anelka one's class.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Rooney's one to drop still.
yeah,
Yeah.
I saw the little clip today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mazza.
I'm excited still.
Anelka Streets won't forget, man.
Yeah. Baller. All right, cool. Let's go through the Hampton Premier League all-time 11 manager and formation.
Oh, Premier League all-time
I think you got to go 4-4-2 if you're going classic prep.
Serious, Mike Bassett.
Yeah.
Mike Bassett's turned up. Benson hedges up top.
Hampton ball.
Manager,
Fergie.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
formation.
4-4-2.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper.
Keeper.
Schmeichel.
You reckon?
Jeez.
I'll go Schmeichel, to be fair.
Yeah, I'll give it Schmeichel.
Peter or Casper?
That'll be Peter.
You always have to ask because no one don't put no respect on his name. Like Casper's a top keeper,
He is.
Premier League winner.
He ain't Peter though, is he?
Not quite.
See,
Okay, right back.
I say G-Nev.
Mr. Consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did say you modded
modded
your game
my
off him.
game on him, so yeah, I'll take it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I do like João Cancelo nowadays, but he's not there yet.
Not yet, no. He probably will if he stays long enough.
Yeah, and Trent.
Yeah, Neville for now.
Centre backs.
Got to be Vidic and Ferdinand, doesn't it?
I think Vidic and Terry.
Vidic and Terry, they're both diving in, putting their
So
life
no-
on the
no
line.
real?
You know what you're about,
Ferdinand's gotta be
diving in
there, bro.
tackles.
I'm just here for the tackles.
Ferdinand's
Too early
got
for
to be in there,
Virg?
bro.
Come
Nah,
on, man. What do you
is
mean
it too
now?
early for
Actually,
Virg?
Liverpool
Virg
players
is
say
class,
it's-
isn't it? But
People have put VVD
You
in.
know what?
Mate, he'll go down as the
I'd
best
say
ever,
Virgil
you
and Rio. I think
know.
that's
Yeah, 100%, man.
No one's getting their
2 to
shots
3
there.
there.
So,
Left
so
back,
what are we going for centre back?
Virgil, Van Dijk and Rio.
Left
Okay.
back,
Yeah.
there's only one and only.
Left back,
It's
yeah.
cold, isn't it?
basically.
Yeah.
100%.
3 in the middle.
3 in the middle now.
no, it's
Oh,
4-4-2.
sorry, yeah, I'm trying to
You're
go.
right, son.
Right, let's start with your right mid.
Right mid.
So is it a right mid or a white winger? Like, is he?
Is
We're
it
going 4-4-2.
is it 4-2-4?
4-2-4. Nah, this ain't FIFA. I think Ronnie, right mid, because he was playing
Yeah.
right mid for United when he was.
Yeah,
obviously
very first
back in
game.
the
You'll
day.
have Ronnie. For me, Gerrard's in there.
Gerrard and Scholes. Keane slightly behind him.
You know what, bro? David Silva's up
Yeah.
there for me, you
Nah,
know.
bruv.
Bro,
What,
David
number
Sil-
one?
Don't put David
If
Silva
there's a
in
three,
behind him.
if there's a
Don't
three,
have Yaya
David
either,
Silva
so-
plays. If there's a
Yaya's
three,
alright.
David Silva or Yaya Toure
What about
plays.
Kevin De Bruyne?
Not.
I'd have De Bruyne over David Silva
No.
all day.
You mad, bro.
Reckon?
You mad.
All day.
I
Alright.
want
Okay,
Yaya
we'll
in
have,
there
we'll
all
have you
day.
two. We'll have you
What
two.
a
We'll have
machine.
Gerrard. We'll have Gerrard.
Scholes.
And
Yeah,
Scholes. You can let you have Scholes.
I'm
Left
happy with
mid
that.
for me. Left mids.
It'd have to be Ryan.
Who?
Giggsy.
Don't say
Hairy
that.
chest.
Don't say.
I like
Lads,
him.
don't say Giggs, man.
yeah.
Don't say-
Longevity, and people say it though, don't they?
Either Eden Hazard.
Yeah, shit.
Eden Hazard.
I'd give you
or-
Hazard, to be fair, on the left.
Yeah, Eden Hazard. Or I'm trying to think if there's anyone from those Arsenal glory days.
Perez.
Perez.
Not putting Perez in there.
Not- Eden Hazard. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
take
Hazard.
Hazard.
Okay,
Look,
and then
TT's got to be one of them. So you fight about the other one.
Henry and Rooney for me.
Agreed.
Drogba, Shearer,
Nah,
Van Nistelrooy?
Van
Who are you
Nistelrooy,
saying?
Sergio Aguero's up there,
I'd
boys.
say-
True.
Lewis,
A lot of people
Suarez.
forget about these Man City players, mate.
Yeah, but
Like-
it's Rooney, bro. And
All
How
right.
can you not put
Suarez is a
Henry there?
shout.
Yeah.
Oh, Suarez is a decent shout. Yeah, all right, okay. Rooney and
Henry.
Henry.
Fair play.
Henry's the
solid
best
team.
player
Solid
in the
off.
Prem. innit?
Yeah. That's
Can't
If
argue
there's
with
a
that
three in
team.
midfield, Silver gets it every day of the week. And I don't want no gigs talk about left midfield. He
Yeah.
sent
100%.
1998
Yeah.
anymore.
He's
Overrated.
the of Leo Cancelo.
Okay, cool. Lads, appreciate you coming on. Where can
cheers,
everyone find
boys.
you guys on the social
Find
medias?
us on Insta and Twitter, Hampton United. Post every week when we've got a game. But yeah, catch us on there, boys. Thank
Win
you
or
very
lose.
much for having us.
Win or lose, you on there?
Win or lose, we're
Are you on
there.
Twitter?
Yeah, on
Okay.
Twitter.
Yeah, okay. Twitter's active sometimes. It's like
Yeah,
a minefield.
yeah.
Twitter on Sunday can be a horrible place, or
Yeah.
it can be a fucking great place.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Thank you very much for having us.
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's our
man.
pleasure.
Any sponsors you want to give a shout out to? Or
Yeah, shout out to LK Painting and Pressing on Print, sponsor of the home and the away kits. So yeah, shout out to them.
Nice.
Two lads in the club as well. So
Yeah,
it's
two
good,
lads who play in the club, so
Oh, decent.
always
Alright,
try and
cool.
keep it with us.
Episode 69, the No Tekkers podcast. That's a wrap. Peace. We out.
Bun the
Yeah,
stats.